All right.
If you watch our pass or catch video for football, it's essentially kind of the same thing.
It's the same thing. We have a good friend who won't be named, but he's famous for his line when we play basketball, and that is, "Take the shot!" Sorry for you podcast viewers who heard that. That's probably really loud, but I just wanted you to get the full effect of what this is really like.
It's really a legendary line when you hear it.
But he exclaims it. We're questioning it. Do you take the shot, or are you gonna go full Kobe Bryant? You're gonna take the shot, or are you just gonna pass it up and you're gonna be like, nah,
no,
all right,
or no.
So this time I'm the one giving the statements to you, and it's all basketball related. All right.
Gotcha.
First statement, since we're on the topic, the Warriors have finally found their groove.
I'm taking that shot. They have. I think they've found their groove. I think that they're not going to be great. I think they will, from now until the rest of the season, I think they're either going to play 500 ball or a tick under 500. I don't think that they're going to have a winning record from here on out unless Curry comes back sooner than expected. But I do think that they're starting to come together for sure, and that they're this season is going to be good for their guys.
Yeah.
That, they're going to be able to mesh together. And if they do end up making that trade that we were talking about with D'Angelo Russell, maybe the lineup does change a little bit depending on who they bring in to support Curry and Clay. But I do think that they have found their groove.
Yeah. I guess I would also take the shot. I don't know if I'm supposed to answer these statements since I came up with them.
I answered my statements.
But kind of along that line, yes, I think this is a good season for all those younger players. They're getting the experience. They're getting game time. No, they're not excelling to the point where they're going to think they deserve big contracts.
Yeah.
So I think that's big. This is going to be good. Even if some of them don't start next season, they're going to have good experience on the court. They're going to be great bench players. So I think this is helpful, mostly for the future. I think while they, obviously they want to win this season, this is going to benefit their future most.
For sure.
All right. Next statement. LeBron is full of injury baloney.
Pass.
Oh, okay. All right. No. All right. Why do you say pass?
He's like 30.
Do you understand the question?
I do. You're saying that whenever he gets injured, it's baloney.
Yeah. No, basically. Yeah.
Okay, it's very common for a man that carries the world on his shoulders to sometimes have injuries.
I want you to think of it this way. Every single time his teams start doing bad, he all of a sudden has an injury that he's been dealing with. Example A, against the Warriors in the finals a couple years ago. They were losing, and he shows up to a press conference with a brace on his wrist. He hurt his ankle. Oh, my wrist has been hurting. Ooh, my wrist. Who did they just lost to? Oh shoot, who was it? It might have been against the Clippers.
Christmas?
Yeah, it might have been Christmas. Oh, I had a groin injury. I've been dealing with a groin injury. Every time he starts struggling, he comes up with some new injury that he's had. It's like, really? It's just this man who's been redeemed as an Iron Man of basketball just happens to get injuries when his team starts struggling? I think that's baloney.
I don't think it's baloney. I think LeBron, being the man that he is, being the leader and face of the NBA that he is, I don't think that he's ever in a position where he feels like, I just got to act like this injury is the reason that we're losing.
Look, yeah, no, he does. And let me tell you, because when he comes back the next game, he doesn't act injured. He doesn't. It doesn't appear that there's anything wrong with him. He goes out full strength again. If you're actually injured, sit a game, sit 2 games, rest, get better first. You're LeBron James. You're not going to get benched for some scrub off the bench. I mean, that's not going to happen. But no, he comes back and he plays full out and he's fine. You'd never hear about the injury again because he's not injured. It's an excuse. It's an excuse because LeBron can't handle the fact that his team's struggling.
Here's the thing. I really don't know how to argue this because I know how it looks. I just don't agree. LeBron's the GOAT. He's also 34, 35 years old, right? I just don't see LeBron being in a position where his team is struggling and thinking maybe if this injury arises, then maybe I have a cop out. I don't know how to argue. I just don't know how to. I really don't know how to argue.
All right. We'll move on since you're probably all in your feelings now.
We're going to talk a little more about this later.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah. Next statement. The Bucks are winning the finals this year.
I'm going to dribble with that a little bit.
Dribble?
I'm going to take the pass. I'm going to dribble the ball a little bit. Think about if I'm going to pass or shoot. I'm dribbling right now.
Now, careful. There's only 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, my gosh.
should be less than that.
I'm going to pass. You're
going to...
I'm
Okay,
gonna
why are you going to pass?
Well, here... First of all, I have to stick with my opinions. I don't like changing my opinions, especially when you make, season predictions at the beginning of the year. My prediction at the beginning of the year is that the Clippers win the finals. And I think the Bucks and the Clippers play in the finals against each other. But I think that the Clippers have what it takes on defense to stop Giannis. So I don't think the Bucks are going to win the finals this year. And you saw it against Philly on Christmas Day. I mean, Joel Embiid, he stuffed the paint on Giannis. I think the Clippers can do the same thing. Even if it's Kawhi or Paul George, they can stop him from the perimeter. You got Montrezl Harrell down low that has played extremely well. Defense in the paint. I don't know if Giannis is going to have an answer in the finals. Whether it's the Lakers, whether it's the Clippers or the Lakers, because the Lakers have Anthony Davis. I just don't. Excuse me. I don't see the Bucks winning the finals. I'm gonna pass. As much as it hurts me to say, because I love Giannis, I like the Bucks. I picked the Clippers. I'm sticking with the Clippers.
That's fair enough. Not really, but I mean, whatever. Next, the Minnesota. I'm dying. The Minnesota Timberwolves should be worried.
Take the shot.
Take the shot? Yeah. I mean, prior to their last game, they had lost, I think it was 11 straight.
Yeah. The Timberwolves should always be worried.
Yeah.
It's just been a consistent cycle of just weirdness. I mean, you got Andrew Wiggins, number 1 overall. Or no. The Cavs picked him up number 1 overall and then traded him to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love. And, you had all these high hopes for Andrew Wiggins. He kind of flopped. He's been playing pretty good this year. Then you had the whole Jimmy Butler escapade. You just never really know what you're going to get with the Timberwolves. And I just don't think they're... Karl Anthony Towns, he puts up good numbers, but just kind of been a crybaby. Not a great leader on that team. And this was kind of the year where he was supposed to become that leader because Jimmy Butler was out. Andrew Wiggins isn't going to be that guy. Karl Anthony Towns, step up. You've been in the league 5 or 6 years now. It's your time. You just don't know what you're going to get with this team. A couple years ago, I think when they got Jimmy Butler, we were all like, they're going to make the playoffs, maybe 5 or 6 seed, they end up getting 8 seed. It's just been a cycle of disappointment, and they should be worried. I think that I don't see any hope for them in the future right now. I don't at all. That's where I stand on the Timberwolves.
Okay. Last topic. Russell Westbrook is on his way out of Houston.
Take the shot.
You're going to take the shot?
I am gonna go to my grave with that statement.
Okay,
Westbrook,
all right.
you need to get out of Houston, okay? Here's why.
I bet he's watching this right now.
He I hope he is. I hope he is. Westbrook, get out of Houston.
Go share it with them on Twitter.
I'll DM him on Twitter. Tell him get out of Houston. I've watched a few Rockets games this year, and Westbrook has just not been the same. He has put up pretty good numbers. He's not at the triple-double values he was, the last 2 or 3 seasons. He's got like 22 points a game, 7 or 8 rebounds, 7 or 8 assists. Pretty good numbers. But you're just watching this team, it's not the same. Russell Westbrook really needs to be the point guard on the team, and James Harden has done that. Now I'm watching them play the Warriors on Christmas Day. Harden brings the ball up. The Warriors immediately, as soon as he crosses half court, they bring a trap, right? Harden passes the ball off, and Harden just basically disappears off the screen. I mean, this is what we get with James Harden. And then it's essentially a 4-on-5, right? And you got Russell Westbrook trying to do what he can on offense. When Harden comes out of the game, you see the offense kind of really get a better sense of urgency. Like when Harden's on, that offense is extremely boring to watch. Okay, you get Harden dribbling out the shot clock. Okay, then you got him attempting to draw a foul or do a step back 3. If he passes the ball, basically what's happening against the Warriors, that trap would come. He would pass the ball to one of his wings, and they would shoot. There was no offense at all. When Westbrook got on, when Harden was on the bench, Westbrook got on the court. There was urgency within the offense. Westbrook had guys moving around. He was driving the ball. He was driving and dishing. He was doing what a point guard is supposed to do. He does not fit on that offense. I've heard trade rumors about Westbrook that he potentially could be traded. I would absolutely love that. He needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
Immediately. Take the shot. Make the shot.
Now, did you hear that he was diagnosed with a disease recently at the beginning of the season?
What?
The disease is called James Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
They're boys. They used to play on the Thunder back in the day. That was fun times. That was before James Harden became James Harden.
Yeah. That was when James Harden was still maybe a decent player. Well, look, here's the thing. If what Billy's saying is true, and they thrive better under Russell Westbrook, why don't they send James Harden out? They could get a big return on him.
There's some kind of
An affinity.
Houston is like a James Harden cult. He's going to be there the rest of his career,
Good.
Unfortunately. And I say that they had the sense of urgency on offense. They had it as well as on defense when Harden was out of the game.
Here's the thing. James Harden doesn't play defense.
He doesn't.
That's why.
Exactly. And I just don't see them fitting. I didn't understand it when they made the trade.
I think they were hoping for kind of like the same camaraderie they had earlier in their careers.
It's not going to happen because both of them were not the players they are today back then. Both of them were second and third honestly, really third and fourth options under Kevin Durant and Serge Ibaka. They've really flourished into their own players. 2 players that cannot coexist on the same team, unless it's the All-Star game, I guess.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
So Westbrook, leave now. I don't care where you go. Go back to Thunder. I'll be happy with that. I don't know how trade Chris Paul back to the Rockets.
Please don't.
Chris Paul and James Harden, I thought worked a lot better than Harden and Westbrook does. So
I don't like either.